First off, it's Charles J. That's just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late, but I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake, but you can't have your way the same Burke King. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, women's boxing is on fire. Women's boxing is on fire. Had to talk about it because I had to get out some of this shit, man. I did a video about old John Slavaski. He said he's an indigenous Spaniard. But anyway, he played in that movie with Mike Epps. Was that Mike Epps and Cedric the Entertainer? They were trying to race that dog or some shit. But anyway, yeah, he played in a lot of movies back then and shit like that. And yeah. But anyway, I made a movie. I made a video about him because he said Latinos built America. And it's weird because the same day Teofimo come out and say, yeah, he told Bob and Top Rank, y'all just keep the black fighters and he gone. You know? I really was gonna get on T.O. I was gonna crush him. I was gonna crush him and his pops. I was gonna crush him, bro. And I was gonna talk some more shit about how I'm just tired of blacks and Latinos fighting each other, and I'm really tired of that being a big fight. I'm just tired of the shenanigans. I just wish y'all admit that we better. That's all. Yeah, it is simple. And you should be honored to fight us and step in the ring with us, and yeah, and be in the midst of some of this sauce. You know, you know, boxing is supposed to be a sport where you appreciate greatness, not hate on it. But that's what goes on when it's a black fighter. If he's too slick and he don't get hit, they'll say he don't hit hard enough. He's not a knockout artist, so he's boring. Like, our greatness never get acknowledged. So when it comes to men in boxing, it gets real frustrating, bro. That's why I damn near took a week off on this shit. Men's boxing, it is very frustrating because it's a whole lot of ducking. And it's a lot of mess. And it's way more racial in men's boxing. Way more racial. Not as racial in women's boxing. Women's boxing is almost what boxing really is supposed to be. And I got to be honest, women's boxing is really showing out right now. We got some good fights coming up. I don't know if y'all know about it. But we got Claressa Shields versus Hannah Gabriels. This will be the rematch. I'm going to touch that. But we also got Savannah Marshall versus Franchon Crews. Ooh, that's a fight, too. I want to talk about the elephant in the room first. Shadasia Green. I think she's from New Jersey. I believe so. I may be wrong, but she got a lot of sauce. I've made a video about her before. I just think we need to put a little bit more respect on her name. And I think she deserves a shot. Franchon Crews, I'm not saying you ducked, but I just wish you had a fought Shadasia Green. It was they mandated it. I just wish you had a fought her. And I heard people in boxing saying, well, Franchon Crews went to the money fight because the money fight is Savannah Marshall. Huh? When did women's boxing become this type of shit? Y'all just been fighting the best. The only draw in women's boxing is Claressa Shields. She's the biggest draw in women's boxing. Claressa Shields is a top 5 draw in boxing, period. We don't never talk about Claressa Shields is a top 5 star in boxing. Men or women, top 5. Everybody know who Claressa Shields is. And it pisses me out when people try to act like she ain't known. Claressa Shields is known. And she's a huge draw. She sell out everywhere she fight. And she finna sell out in Detroit. Gonna be over 17, 18,000 people in there. She sell out everywhere she fight, bro. So, you know, and another thing, nobody put her on. She's self-made. Clarissa Shields is the greatest self-promoter in boxing. Behind Wilder, behind Bill Haney. Yeah, she's the greatest nobody promote themselves like Clarissa. She promotes her brand. That motherfucker is a hustler. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, Flint is different out there. You know? But anyway, I just had to point that out because we try to act like it ain't no money in women's boxing. It's money. Clarissa Shields is the biggest star in women's boxing. And I gotta be honest, I gotta say Amanda Serrano, if she fight in New York, she's a draw. Yeah, if she fight in Madison Square Garden. No, I'm just saying because she got a big Puerto Rican fan base in New York. And if she fight out there, she'll sell out. And Katie Taylor, if she fight out there in Slovakia or Klavsky, she'll sell out. It's a couple, but Clarissa Shields is the face of women's boxing. I just wanted to point that out. But, and Clarissa Shields and Shadasia Green got a history that I didn't know about. They was once friends. When Clarissa fought Christina Hammer, which was a huge fight. That was one of the greatest performances in the history of boxing that I've ever seen displayed. That's when I really seen how slick Clarissa was. But anyway, Shadasia Green helped Christina Hammer train to fight against Clarissa Shields. And I gotta be honest, listen, I'm not here to that's between y'all, but I do think it was fucked up, bro. I think it was fucked up, and y'all was friends, and you should have let her know it's fucked up, Shadasia, but shit like that go on, and maybe you felt like, maybe you were struggling, and maybe she gave you a good check and a good payday, and it was a good experience. So I don't count that against you. That's y'all personal relationship. But y'all gotta fight each other. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Shadasia, you deserve a title shot. If I was a part of your team, I'd put you in about 2 more fights. That's just me personally. But as far as boxing goes, you've earned your shot, bro. That Kamarsha Karushin and Slovakia woman you just beat, who Franchon Cruz had a tooth and nail fight with, and you stopped her. Now you deserve your shot. And Franchon Cruz, I just think you should have fought her. I'm very excited about the Cruz versus Savannah Marshall fight. I just think you should have fought Shadasia. And I'm just tired of don't put this in women's boxing where cause Savannah ain't no huge draw. She was a draw with Clarissa because they had a backstory. Besides that, Savannah's not no draw, bro. So I think it was a bigger fight if you had fought Shadasia over here in America and fought her somewhere. Yeah, I just think it would have been bigger. And I think it would have been better for women's boxing. As much as I think Franchon Cruz versus Savannah Marshall is a great fight, you should have fought Shadasia. You know? Just like Tank should have fought Devin instead of fighting Ryan. Because we see what Ryan is about. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Shadasia, I just want to see you get your shot. I really want to see you get a shot. And we need to speak up for you know, if you motherfuckers love, because I want to say something about women's boxing. You know, I used to be a much bigger fan of the NBA. I fucked with the NFL, but I used to be a big fan of the NBA. But I was never a huge fan of the WNBA. I was never a huge fan of women's college basketball. I've never been, you know, yeah, I watched Serena, but you know, brothers watch Serena for different reasons. You know, I'm just gonna say, you know, they're just like watching volleyball, them girls in them bikinis and the sand and shit and thick and shit, all that kind of shit. Boxing, women's boxing is the only female sport I watch to not look at ass and titties. Like when I'm watching women's boxing, it's so exciting and skillful that I don't have to worry about ass and titties. Because any other sport in women's sport, I look at ass and titties. So I'm just saying, these women are very skilled, and I just think we need to appreciate the skills of these women because they are highly skilled. These women can fight. Clarissa Shields can fight. She's the GOAT. Shadasia Green can fight. Franchon Cruz can fight. Alicia Baumgardner can fight. Savannah Marshall can fight. Katie Taylor can fight. Amanda Serrano can fight. Caroline DuBois, they can fight. These women can fight. Michaela Meyer can fight. So I just think women's boxing is very exciting. Just don't let this men's boxing rub off on your women's boxing, because I don't want to see no ducking. I don't want to see no ducking. Y'all ain't been ducking. Don't start ducking now. And Katie Taylor, you need to move up and take some more challenges. Matter of fact, I want to see Katie Taylor versus Alicia Baumgardner. You need to move up and fight her. Yeah, it's a lot of shit. And Amanda Serrano, yeah, we know you lost to Katie Taylor. You need to come back and take some more tough fights, move up, and redeem yourself. Cecilia Brackets, you never moved up and fought Clarissa Shields. So I never had respect, really, for Cecilia Brackets. Yeah, even though you was the first woman that was undisputed. But now, you never fought Clarissa. So, it's a lot of talent. I just want to see y'all fight each other. I don't want to see no ducking. I don't want y'all to start getting bougie. Clarissa, I've heard you speak about Shadeja. You said she can get this work. But be just as eager. Be just as eager. Don't get caught up on this crossing races and it's a bigger fight because she's another race. Because that's what black men in boxing think. They think they always got to fight a Latino or a Mexican or Asian or something that ain't black for it to be a big fight. And I just don't want y'all to get lost in the sauce. Because men's boxing, they lost in the sauce over there. It ain't too many brothers that's even proud to be who the fuck they are. So, y'all different. Y'all different, and I got a lot of respect for women's boxing. That's why I make videos about women's boxing. Y'all deserve a lot of attention. And the best have been fighting the best. I just wanted to continue. I was supposed to break these fights down, but I got caught up in I just appreciate women's boxing. And, as for Hannah Gabriels versus Clarissa, a lot of people say they don't like it. Clarissa did fight Hannah Gabriels in her 4th or 5th fight. Sit down! In her 4th or 5th fight, and she was dropped. And Hannah Gabriels, boy, that motherfucker bad. But anyway, that motherfucker bad. But anyway, goddamn, I done lost train of thought. That motherfucker is bad. But yeah, Hannah Gabriels did drop her, and she's giving her a rematch. And I honestly think, because Hannah Gabriel is highly skilled. Go back and look at that first fight. And that's why I was shocked that Clarissa Shields was matched up so tough early in her career. Her first or second fight was against Franchon Cruz. And that was a fucking dog fight. But anyway, she fought Hannah Gabriels in like her 5th fight, and she was dropped. That's the only fight Clarissa Shields ever been dropped in. And Hannah dropped her, but Hannah can fight. And that was years ago, but Hannah can fight. She can fight. And as far as Franchon Cruz versus Savannah Marshall, I'm just going to say this. Look, I'm going for Franchon Cruz, but at this point, I think Savannah Marshall is the second best women's fighter in boxing. Because I'm looking at that Clarissa Shields fight. She showed, and I didn't think she was that good. What she showed me in that Clarissa Shields fight, bro, and the power, I think she's gonna stop Franchon, and I think she got a better tank. Franchon gasses out and Franchon can fight, and she got devastating power. I think she can clip Savannah though, and Savannah is moving up to 168. She can clip her, but if it go all the way, I just can see Savannah outpointing her. But that's a tough fight. Franchon can knock Savannah the fuck out though. Franchon may be the hardest puncher in women's boxing. She may be. It's out of her and Savannah. Savannah hit hard too though. But that's a tough fight. But like I said, while y'all having these great fights, just throw Shadeja Green in the mix, because she do deserve a shot. So yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.